I just went back to Adelaide for a week and the only camera I had was in this metal box. It was the Zenit Photosniper, which I think plenty of people have probably done videos on why this camera is a bit questionable in modern day Australia. I don't know how I'll go wielding something like this around in public. So maybe we'll have to forego the grip, but that is just makes so much sense. I don't think these actually go for too much. They're maybe about 200, 300, which I mean, like comparatively, if you're thinking about Leicas and things, like isn't that much. And as long as she actually clicks, these aren't like the smallest apertures. I think go out and get like 200, 400 film for this. I could shoot through it in a day, that'd be nice. Leaving my pistol grip at home, I went into the city to get some film for the camera. In Adelaide, two of the places I'd recommend are either Hutt Street Photos or the Photoco Camera House. They're the oldest running. They've always got good deals. It costs about $7 to get a roll of film developed there. And they've never really let me down. They're just nice people. Max color, 18 exposures. I bought the cheapest film they had, which was Kodak Gold 200, and loaded this puppy up for some creative mass shooting. Yeah, that's got it. Okay. For the keen-eyed people amongst you, you might notice the fake eyelash-looking thing that's in every exposure. I'm guessing that's a light seal that's come unstuck or something within the camera. It's not the worst, it doesn't intrude too far into the image, but it's still going to be a pain to tear out. Here's a couple extra shots that I didn't get a recording of. It's this guy at his workbench and this kid pointing at some of the buns from Nana's bakery. It's really cute. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna become the sniper on the roof. It's twice the size of the bloody camera. Yeah. It's quite hard to take photos on this that don't look like security footage or just very blanket stalker shots. One shot I've always wanted to get is here, and it's because there's these really yellow tinted corrugated plastic walls that bring in a really nice yellow tint to everything. And I always thought it'd be nice to get a shot of. There's this lady, Bobo, who used to dance with her husband on Rundle Street. I think his name was Max. He had a really hard life, but he started to just dance in his old age to cheer people up. He passed away in 2019, but you can see Bobo, she still dances here. It's always nice to see her. One of the main places that I have to hit whenever I'm back in Adelaide is Semaphore Beach. It's my favourite beach. It's usually really secluded. It's underrated. But to get there, you've got to go down Henley Beach Road, and that crosses over the River Torrens, which is pretty well known because it runs through the city, and there's a lot of beautiful creatures. And I thought this would be a good opportunity to try and take some nature shots with the lens. I was trying to shoot this with a real high shutter speed so you could see the water freeze and the kind of repetition of the patterns as it went into the background, but it was a bit too zoomed in for that. That's enough of the tree hugging stuff for now. Let's head northeast and get to Semaphore Beach. Swim, done, complete. Miserably cold, but it's done. Oh. I finally saw the shot in this. It's not any of the scenery up here, it's this. It's the way this line comes along and you see the little shadows of people hanging here. So I'm keen to see how that shot comes out. Oh my god, what is that? It's a big crowd of people. Got a seal. So you're probably looking at this beautiful picture of what should be a seal and thinking, how does that happen to a roll of film? Well, as you'll see, there were some difficulties getting it out of the camera. Okay, we finished off the roll, allegedly. Now we've just got to work out how the heck to get this film out, which is really a mystery. Apparently, you can press that little button. There we go. Ah, it came out. Okay, now. What way do we want? We want that. Oh, that does not sound right. Oh, there we go. I think we've got it. It's winding something. I really do not know if this is done or not. So what if I were to open it in a bag? It's semi-light proof. We can add an extra layer. Okay, camera in you. Okay. Oh yeah, we've done it. Yep, okay, she's wound up. Good. If I can helping a cow give birth in here. That's got it. That's empty. Oh no. You know what's happened? The roll of film has unwound into the camera body. Oh. I don't know how I managed to do that without realizing there was no torque on the thing. God. I've hand-loaded film before, but this is... Well, you've been seeing shots from this roll of film throughout the video, so you know it turned out well. The guys at Camera House put it in one of the little dark boxes, took it, unwound it, and rolled it straight into the machine for processing. So good on them. And I realized I should probably talk a little bit more about my experience using this camera, because at the start of the video I said there must be heaps of people making videos on this camera. And there are a few, but they're just looking at the camera. They don't actually shoot rolls of film on it, and they tend to be repurposing the lenses for use on new modern cameras. So, news about how to actually use the camera and what results you can get from it are pretty scarce on the ground. So my camera is the FS3, which sits between the original FS2 and the FS12. There's some really sexy white variants that you can get, which I'm assuming are for the snow, and most of them don't come with straps. Mine didn't come with a strap, and there's nowhere to actually put a hook on if you want to carry it in any convenient way, which sucks. After seeing the results, I'd say the shots are really nice. As long as you can find the focus, it can be quite a pain on the smaller lens, the 58mm one. It was just a bit, I don't know, it doesn't feel nice, and the aperture ring on the very end of the camera absolutely sucks, but if you've got a bit of patience, it's fine, you can get around that. The focus on the 300 is really nice because it's got this... The focus finder is actually on the bottom of the camera, so if you were holding it on the pistol grip like that, you can spin your hand underneath it, and it's quite intuitive, and it's nice to try something new like that. The main complaints I'd have about the camera is the fact that there's no space for a strap on it. There's some strange fringing on the negatives which comes around the edge, but you can probably crop that. And this is just my problem, that little caterpillar that crawls onto every photo is really annoying. I'm sure I could take it apart and work out what's wrong with it pretty easily, but that's for another day. Now that I've actually shot a roll of film on it, I'm keen to see what else I can do in the future, knowing a bit more about how the camera works and the constraints for it. All of the scans you've been seeing are ones that I've done at home, and they're not the best, but I've definitely pushed some of the underexposed images pretty far, so you'll notice a lack of colour and contrast in a few of them. That's about all I've got to say. I've been Josh, thanks for watching this. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff, because it helps the channel grow, and I've got more coming up.